How Mitakuyepi. Hello everyone. In a few days, 7 planets will be having a parade for the Earth. And in Lakota Star Knowledge, we believe that what happens among the stars is reflected on the Earth. And we have Lakota star constellations, but they're not like Aquarius and Scorpio and Cancer and things like that, nor Orion's Belt or the Big Dipper. We don't have those kind of constellations. We still observe a lot of the same stars that are in those constellations, but we have different constellations, and they represent things to us according to our Lakota Star Knowledge. And as I said, these constellations, they have locations on the Earth. So, for example, when the sun is passing through that constellation, then our people would travel to that location on the Earth that this star constellation is representing, and there we would do a certain ceremony. So whenever there are events that happen among the stars, we have to look at that and pray about that, because it's creating a reflection on the Earth. And I think it's a really nice coincidence in that within ourselves we have 7 medicine wheels that they spin a certain way. And when we are taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally as best as we can, then these wheels are all spinning in a healthy direction, and they create tones. And this is saying that your body is always singing a song. Yeah, you're singing a song, your body. And as you go through your life and learn things, and you are continuing to live, and that song changes. And sometimes we experience something where we get sick, and when that happens, one of those wheels is out of order. It's spinning the wrong direction, and so our body is singing something too. And a lot of healers can hear that. They can hear that song, and they can tell when your song has a dissonance, that there's something ill, there's something that needs to be adjusted. And that's all within us, yeah? This goes with our first Lakota Star Knowledge concept of reality begins within. Because how we communicate, how we perceive life, it's a reflection of how we are inside of ourselves. So when we take care of ourselves, our total self, then we have health, we have peace, we have love, and now we can share that. And that shows in our communication to others, not just people, but to plants, animals, to all of life. And when we see something, that's a communication coming to us from someplace. And so how do we interpret that? Yeah? When we are living in a healthy way, we will know how to interpret that. So in a few days, we're going to see 7 planets having a parade in the night sky, and this is sending a message. It can correlate to these 7 energy centers inside of us, these 7 medicine wheels, so that we think about that. So when that happens, it would be good if we really looked within ourselves and see, are we taking care of ourselves as best as we can, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally? Because where those 4 parts connect is in your sacred center. And as I said, when we do our best in taking care of ourselves, this is how we create peace and love. So when we see these planets having their parade, and we should be thinking about this too within ourselves, because it's like sending a message of peace. Because when we take care of ourselves, peace is within us. And these 7 energy centers in our body, they're all spinning in a healthy way. And they're nurturing and maintaining that peace that's inside of us. So when we see these 7 planets, let's think about that. Yeah, let's think about peace. But it begins within every one of us. Reality begins within. So when we see these 7 planets, it's like a reminder telling us that. And we're reflecting that. Yeah, our 7 energy centers are reflecting this parade that's going to happen. And sometimes before peace can come, there might be a difficulty. So again, this is why it's really important that we do our best to have peace within ourselves. Because how we communicate naturally goes out to the world around us, because whatever we are inside, it shows in our communication. So if we have peace within us and we're nurturing it, this is going to go out to the rest of the world. So what we're doing is we're sending peace throughout the world, and we're influencing peace to come. So it all starts within us. So this is why we should focus on that. As some people might say, oh, this is a doomsday message, and and that's just a doorway. Yeah, it's not the entire message. That's how it is sometimes in our lives. Yeah, when we experience difficulties, that at the beginning it is hard, it's difficult. But if we hang in there and do the best that we can in how we live our lives, then the difficulty is like a cloud. Yeah, it goes away. It leaves us. So then comes the peace. So when we don't take care of ourselves and our communication is unhealthy, and then it's like we're walking with the storm. And so peace will not come that way because we don't have it, because we're not taking care of ourselves. So hang in there, and whatever is happening in your life, hang in there, yeah? Because things will get better. That's the way nature is. That's the way the universe is. That's what these 7 planets are going to tell us. It's a reminder that when we hang in there, it will get better. There will be peace as long as we have peace within ourselves. Hoheche tu velo Mitakuyepi. That's the way it is, everybody. And thank you for listening to this message. And in our way, there is no word for goodbye, because everything is a circle. Yeah? It's circular. It's a sphere. There's no end. So we don't say goodbye. So instead we say until next time, which in Lakota is Toksha-ake. And I'll catch you in the next video.